Welcome everybody. Thank you for coming to this presentation. I'm really excited. Cameron Willoughby has been such a tremendous student. I've had the absolute pleasure of having him for the past 7 years. He's been in my band class for all of those years and has been one of the kindest people that I've met, and creative, and I have to say, he's one of my only students that's not just composed like, a little thing that he's played. He's composed band pieces for the entire band, and not just one, but I'm guessing close to 100. It's something that he loves to do, and I know that whatever he does, he's going to use that creativity and do some really special things when he graduates. How about a big round of applause?
All right, well, thank you all for coming. There's a lot of you, so yeah. Anyways, I wanted to start out with my academics. I got 25 college credits throughout all of high school. There was three pre-calculus classes, and then 2 biology classes that were with CWU. Currently my GPA is 3.76, and some of my favorite classes were history. I'm a very big history nerd, so solid days history classes were always super fun. Shop was also very fun with Mr. Amston. He's a very good teacher, and I learned a lot about metalworking, woodworking, auto mechanics, and then band. Like Mr. Brown said, I've been in band since 6th grade. I've been every trimester through middle school and high school. I've been in Mr. Brown's band class. So my leadership, I've done 2 major leadership roles. I was a patrol leader in my Boy Scout troop, and there I was kind of helping the Scoutmaster plan and actually get things done, and just kind of keep the troop kind of together, get them focused, which is harder than it looks. And then I was also the band section leader, which I don't know, that's kind of on the edge of being a leadership role because my sister was the only other person in my section. That was more just, that was more just telling her what to do. So, extracurricular activities, I've done quite a few. Knowledgeable, we've got a very good knowledgeable team the past couple of years. 2022, we got 8th in state, and then the past 2 years we've gotten 3rd in state, and that's all the knowledgeable teams in our league, so that's quite a few schools. And then also robotics. I've been in robotics for 3 years. We've built quite a few robots. I work more on like the mechanical side of things, and Gabe, he's kind of more the coder. I don't know what he does. It's way too complex for my mind. But I've built a lot of the mechanical parts, except for the drivetrain on this robot right here, the one in the corner. That one was mostly Gabe. But yeah, and there we built robots for specific games, and this one right here is for rings. We had to stack rings on a couple poles, and a couple years before we did stacking boxes. I've also, and as I said before, I'm in band. I've been with bands that's marching band, that's concert band, pep bands. But also recently I joined the Chelan Valley Winds this spring for their spring concert. That was a very fun experience. experience. It was a lot more challenging music than what I'm used to in the high school band, and it was definitely more fun music to play. But there's a lot that I still need to learn. Track and field, I've done that for 3 years. I didn't do it this year, just had to focus on graduating, but I did the throwing events, I did discus and shot put. I tried a little bit of javelin here and there, but it was very fun doing those throwing events. There was a couple people that were down there with me and we had fun. And basketball is that my freshman year. I'm not very good at basketball, although I may look good at basketball, I'm not. But it was definitely fun. So yeah. Then Boy Scouts, I've been involved since I was pretty young. And throughout those years I've done a lot of campouts, gotten all the merit badges I need, and I got my Eagle Scout in October, and that was a very big accomplishment. And so my Eagle project was this bench right here. They were down at the fire department park down on Wapta Lake Road. They were all beat up and they needed a really big overhaul. So we took all the wood off, replaced all the wood, stained them, and then they had metal frames, which we did rust removal. We welded some new bases onto them, and then we painted them. And so now they'll be there for quite a few more years. And so I've gone on 3 missions trips with Free Life. My first one was in 2021. We went to New Orleans, and that was kind of an unusual missions trip because it was a lot more talking to people instead of doing actual physical work. There was still quite a bit of that, but there was more talking with people because New Orleans has a big homeless issue, and we had lunch with homeless people, and it was just a neat experience to get to see kind of their view on life, and just that was the first time I ever had like a real culture shock at a different, like, it's very different down there than Washington. And past 2 years we've gone to Soldotna, Alaska, where we ran a sports camp, and it was a sports camp for younger kids, and then we also did a bunch of manual labor in the mornings, where there was 1 year I was mostly involved with moving, helping someone move, and then the last year was mostly cleaning out an old house that a hoarder had owned previously, and they were going to turn it into kind of a little mission center type thing. There was a lot of yard work that needed done, and a lot of hauling things to the dump, stuff like that. Other community service stuff I've done is I've been part of the Real Life Tech team for quite a few years. There we kind of ran service. We did all the lights, sound, live stream, all the behind the scenes stuff that goes into a church service. Lady of the Lake Haunted Boat was probably the most fun. We basically kind of messed around and scared kids the whole time, which is pretty fun. And then Manson Fire Department, I've been a junior firefighter for the past 2 years. And there I pretty much do what a normal firefighter does. And I can do training, I can go on calls, all sorts of stuff. And like I said before, my mission trips. And so my biggest accomplishments, I'm an Eagle Scout, like I said, and then I also have the honor of being Isabel's Apple Blossom Escort. And then I got the all-term band award last night, and I also got I didn't put it on here because it was too late, because last night I got it, I got the musicianship award along with Gabe. So preparing for my future, I've done a lot of shop classes, and recently I've done a lot of like working on engines and stuff. I brought an old lawnmower engine, tried to figure out what was wrong with it, couldn't find what was wrong with it, so I don't know what's going on there. But and then one of my favorite hobbies is working on cars. I have 4 of them now. Only one of them works. So I'm a pretty good mechanic as it is. But also I've learned a lot through working in my family's orchard. There's a lot of mechanics with tractors, and there's just a bunch of other like skills that'll be helpful for me, like irrigation, and just a bunch of little things that'll definitely help me in life. And then my mock interview, I did that with Rainer Baker, interviewing it was a fire department interview, and I got to learn kind of how to interview, and definitely will help me. So my next steps, I'm planning on going to Wenatchee Valley College and doing the automotive program down there. It's a very good program from what I hear, so that'll be fun. After that, I would like to get a job at a mechanic shop in Wenatchee. If I can find one here in the valley, that would be better, but it might end up down in Wenatchee, but we'll see. And quite far down the road, I eventually want to open my own shop here in Manson. So there's quite a few amazing staff members here in Manson. I want to shout out these 3. Mr. Brown, definitely, I've been with him for since 6th grade. Every trimester in the past 4 years, every trimester at the end of the day, we always get to do band together. And definitely the teacher I'm closest with, and he's definitely helped me a lot with my life. And I mean, now, if it wasn't for him, I probably would not have discovered one of my favorite hobbies of music. And going forward, it's going to be something I'm going to do for the rest of my life. Miss Hannah Hansley, she was my 5th grade teacher. She's probably one of the few elementary school teachers that I have still kind of kept in touch with. She's definitely the most memorable elementary school teacher I've had, and she kind of helped me become what I am also. And then Miss Lovelace, she's very funny, and also just a really fun teacher. She's a really fun teacher to be around, and has also definitely shaped the way I am. And she does think it's a bad decision that I own 4 cars, but I connected with her. Yeah. And then my friends, I want to thank all of you. Some of these people I've been friends with for all my life. Isabel, one of them. Gabe's been my best friend since 2nd grade. And Carter's been my friend since 5th grade. And then, yeah, all these people have shaped the way I am. We have quite a few fun memories, as you can see. So yeah, I want to thank you all. And then my family, my mom and dad, you guys, you raised me. You definitely shaped the way I am. Mom, you taught me how to be a really good person. And Dad, you taught me how to bend the rules a little bit. And then, both my grandpa and my dad have definitely helped me with mechanics. I've done a lot of mechanic stuff with my grandpa and learned a lot lot from them. And then, of course, my sister definitely taught me patience. And yeah, but I mean, we're all realize if you weren't a little bit annoying, would you really be my younger sister? But I love you all. Thank you for being a part of my life.